I feel that people really don't talk about premarital questions the way they should. So if a woman, you're a man and you are planning to get married, right? I think this conversation will be very, very helpful to all of us. Okay. So I don't know why people tend to downgrade these premarital questions a lot without even knowing that if you don't discuss these things are almost like 50, close to 50% of the things that are causing divorce in our society. And I'm just saying in my own opinion though. But then let's talk about pre-marital questions. Okay, though I already launched some things on my phone. Yeah, I launched some things on my phone. I don't want to talk off point and I don't want to miss out anything, so stick with me and let's have this conversation together. Premarital questions. So number one is communication and conflict resolution. These are things that people do not really talk about a lot. And another thing is, how do you handle conflict and disagreement? What are your communication styles and how do you ensure effective communication? How do you resolve disputes and what are your expectations for conflict resolution? I think these things are things that people really, in fact, we all need to pay attention to these things because it is always good to communicate, pay attention how or communicate how your partner how to resolve issues, right? How to resolve issues, how to communicate, how do you communicate when resolving issues? These things are these things are extremely important. Okay, and financial management is the second one. Financial management, what are your financial goals and how do you plan to achieve them together? These are things that couples should talk about before getting married. Seriously, what are your financial goals and how do you intend to achieve them together? It is important, not you do your own, I'll do my own. You guys are supposed to come together as a couple and discuss how to achieve some certain things, in fact, almost everything together, okay? Because it is marriage. How do you manage your finances and what are your expectations for financial responsibilities? Do you have any debt? And how will you work together to pay it off? I think these things should be talked about. Okay. Now, you're going to talk about these things not because you're going to borrow or you're going to be in debt when you finally get married. It just is the need arises. Okay. And another one is family and parenting. Family and parenting. What are your expectations for starting a family and how will you parent together? How will you balance family responsibilities and personal goals? What are your thoughts on discipline, education, and child care? Most people don't talk about these things a lot, and they actually downgrade the fact that these things are very extremely important because trust me when I say it is always good to communicate. Communication is always the key. Communicate how you are going to run your home, how you're going to raise your kids, how you're going to manage finances. It is good to talk about everything. What are your expectations for personal growth and development? These are things that people should talk about. Talk about these things. Communicate. Learn, cultivate the habit of communicating effectively with your partner. Okay, and another one says intimacy and emotional connection. Why am I blushing? Because I love romance a lot. I love love. I just, anything gives me so much joy. So what are expectations for intimacy and physical affection, and how will you maintain emotional connection and intimacy in the marriage? These are the things that people should learn to see. We're gonna talk about these things. Okay, I mean, it's not really a big deal. Okay, connection and intimacy in the marriage. What are your thoughts on emotional intelligence, empathy, and vulnerability? Okay, talk. Have a talk. To have a real conversation. I know most people shy away from conversation. Some persons will tell you, I'm not really the talking type. But you have to be the talking type because without communication, so many things will go wrong. Values and beliefs. Values and belief. And it says, what are your core values and how do you align on important issues? How will you navigate differences in values, beliefs, or opinions? What are your expectations for spiritual growth and exploration? Talk about these things. Talk about these things. So if you are still in a talking stage, if someone has already proposed to you, if you are already engaged, you are not married yet, you have 100% chances to make these things, okay, to make it right by talking, by having a good conversation, okay. And the next one is marriage expectations. Wow, what are you expecting after marriage? What are your expectations? Why are you getting married? And after marriage, what are the things you guys are going to achieve together? What are your expectations? Expectation generally, even finances, protection, responsibility, accountability, childbirth, everything. Talk, okay? Discuss your expectations. Okay, discuss your expectations after marriage. What are your expectations for marriage? And how do you define a successful marriage? How do you define successful marriage? Well, I think these things should be based on you and your partner, because what you see as a successful marriage might not be what the next person sees as a successful marriage. So at the end of the day, everything still boils down to effective communication. Okay, how will you prioritize quality time together and maintain a healthy work time balance? What are your thoughts on compromise, flexibility, and adaptability in marriage? We have the chance to make these whole things right. Okay, so if you are not somebody that is used to communication, if you don't like communication, cultivate it. You have to learn it. You have to always be in the mood of communication. That is the only way your relationship can thrive. So in all of this, just remember that no one is perfect. Okay, no one is perfect. I mean, it's okay to have differences in your relationship. It is very okay to focus on finding a common ground in building a healthy and strong relationship. If this is your first time here, my name is Jennifer Nat, a content creator based in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. Give me those beautiful comments in the comment section and I will always reply your comments. Okay, if there's anything you want me to talk about on this channel, be it relationship tips, be it relationship or whatever, maybe you just need a public opinion on some certain matters, please don't forget to also email me. Okay, my email is going to be on the screen. Send me an email and don't forget to share this video. Okay, and to my returning subscribers, thank you all so much for always supporting me.